Hey everybody, it's Andy, and welcome again to my office in Modesto, California. I'm an attorney licensed to practice law in California as well as New York. In this video, I'm going to go over guarantees. And specifically, I'm going to go over guarantees that occur when, in the context of an attorney-client relationship. So I'll give you some pretty common scenarios. If a client is looking to hire an attorney, the attorney might say, hey, hire me and I guarantee that you will win your case. Or I guarantee that I will get this case dismissed, or I guarantee that the judge will do this, or something. From the client's, from the attorney's perspective, the client might say, hey, if I hire you, can you guarantee that this case will cost no more than $5,000? Or can you guarantee that this case will end by June of this year, or something? So guarantees about how the course of a litigation case, for instance, will go. I'm only going to talk about litigation cases here. The same type of idea can apply to non-litigation cases as well. So for example, drafting of documents, let's say. But this video is strictly speaking going to be only about litigation cases. So again, to summarize, the point is, in the course of hiring an attorney or dealing with an attorney, during a litigation case, guarantees might be made from both sides. The client might want a guarantee from the attorney about how the case will go. The attorney might make a guarantee to the client about how the case will go, usually in the hope that that will sway the client to hire them versus another attorney, for example. So hopefully that made sense. Like, that's the type of guarantee that I'm talking about. And the reason I'm making this video, it doesn't make any sense to me why this happens, I guess, but the reason why I'm making this video is that these types of guarantees occur a surprising amount of the time. So for instance, a client might hire an attorney because they believed that the attorney had, could guarantee that they would win their case, for example, or that the judge would dismiss the case or something. Common sense. Let's apply some common sense here for a moment. If you've never been involved in a court case at all, you might not know this, I guess, but you could possibly learn it by getting multiple opinions. If you watch this video, hopefully you will know this also. A litigation case is very complicated. There are a lot of variables involved. So an attorney basically does not control all of those variables. So if it's something where you want the judge to dismiss a case, that's up to the judge to do. No attorney controls what the judge does. If you want the other side to to give up, to dismiss their case themselves, no attorney can force the other side to dismiss a case. The basic idea is no matter what attorney you hire, that attorney cannot force other people to do things. So they can't force the other party to dismiss their case. They can't force the judge to rule for them against the other party, and so on. So guarantees in that situation, I think, are basically pointless to ask for, and certainly pointless for an attorney to make. The attorney just does not control all the variables here. So if you hire an attorney because they said, oh, hey, I guarantee that we'll get the DA or the prosecutor to dismiss this, or we'll guarantee that they will drop this from a felony down to a misdemeanor or something, take that with a grain of salt, because there is no way that an attorney can guarantee that a prosecutor will do this or won't do this, or a judge will do this or not do this. So so like if there's a guarantee kind of either asked for or offered during the course of an attorney-client relationship, be very wary no matter which side you're on. So attorneys, basically, if the client is wanting a guarantee from you, you got to be honest with them and tell them, hey, I will do my best. I will cite to the relevant case law that I think will apply here, that the judge will find most persuasive. But at the end of the day, it is up to the judge whether or not they rule for you or not. It is up to the jury whether or not they rule for you or not. It is up to the prosecutor whether they dismiss the case or reduce it from a felony to a misdemeanor. I will do my best, but ultimately it is not my choice, or it's not up to me whether any of that stuff happens. So hopefully all that helped. The basic idea here is that in the course of a attorney-client relationship, either side might want a guarantee or seek a guarantee or offer a guarantee. Generally speaking, a guarantee like that I don't think really works in a litigation case at all, because a lot of the stuff that those guarantees will be about guaranteeing that the case will be dismissed, for example. A lot of that is not up to the attorney in question. So no matter who you hire, no matter which attorney you hire, for example, they cannot force the judge to dismiss this. They can't force the prosecutor to dismiss that, etc. What they can do, just I guess maybe this is what a lot of people get confused on, is if your attorney happens to appear in this courtroom or deal with this judge or deal with this prosecutor a lot, can your attorney tell you, hey, in my experience, this is what the prosecutor likes to see. If you do this, there's a chance that he might dismiss it because I've seen him do it before, for example. Can your attorney tell you that? Yes, he can. I've done that before. I think, in my opinion, it's your attorney's job to tell you, hey, based on my experience with cases similar to yours, this judge likes to see this. That type of knowledge, in my opinion, that's why you hire your attorney in the first place, for stuff like that, for experience, stuff like that. So hopefully all that helped. Again, guarantees, I'd just be very, very wary, regardless of whether or not you're an attorney or a client. Guarantees in the context of a kind of litigation case just are really problematic. You have to be clear what you are agreeing to, what's possible, what's not possible. That's all. So hopefully all that helped. Go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe. Yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.